What's up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today we want to talk to you about 5 mistakes that you need to avoid on your next Disney parks trip. And this is really important because for some of you, this is your one and only trip to Disney.
Right. If this is your first time going or your 10th time, this can apply. But we want to make sure that anybody that's going for the first time does not make these mistakes and can enjoy the park.
Or you haven't been there for a while and Disney is forever changing. So you need to be mindful of this everything that we're going to be talking about. And the very first thing that people make mistakes, and we see it all the time, and it's horrible when you see it because it's kind of sad, is people don't make their park reservations.
Yes.
Now, this is not going to be forever. In 2024, the reservations are going to go away. But if you're going on vacation on 2023, you need to make that park reservation. You need to hit that link, make sure the park is available for that day, buy your tickets and make the reservations. Remember, just because you have the ticket doesn't mean you have a reservation for that specific park.
And another thing to notice is when you make that reservation is the park hours. So I didn't know this. I've actually learned is that there's days where the park will close early. So just because you have a park ticket and a park reservation doesn't mean that you're there from open to close normal hours.
Because they may have a special event where they close the park early, so the special event starts at 8 o'clock. By 7 o'clock, they're going to kick everybody out that doesn't have tickets for that special event.
Yeah, you don't want to go on a day that you're going to get kicked out early.
Especially now if you're coming in October. October is always a day, as one of those months that has a lot of with the Halloween party, and in December with the Christmas party, November too.
It's a holiday season.
Yeah, so make sure you check those days because people get upset when they start getting kicked out of the park and they didn't know there was a special event.
Yes, and another thing is to like plan your trip around that. But
and like it's sad when you go to the park, you have a ticket, you're trying to get in and they say, well, you don't have a reservation. And it's not your fault, maybe you didn't know, but that's why you have us on YouTube.
Exactly.
That's why you need to keep subscribing for all these amazing tips. So next thing you need to do, and this is a must, you need to download the My Disney Experience app.
Yes.
This app will tell you where the bathrooms are, where the rides are, where the food is, the wait list, like everything. Like it's so great to have that app because like right now I'm sitting, we're going next week to Animal Kingdom and I'm already checking the wait times from my own home. You can go on the map, see the wait times, like ooh.
I thought you had to be like there
in the location, but no, you can start kind of scouting and like, okay, at 1 o'clock this is when the time goes up,
or
and
the
like
parade.
So like you need to have that app opens your rooms. That app access your wallet. You can pay with that app. I mean, you have Apple Pay, you can pay. But also you can open your rooms with it and it has all you need. Like you can make your your park reservations, you can make your dining reservations, check for dining reservations.
And you want to have the app as well because if you ever want to use quick service, for the food, which I totally recommend, you want to make sure you have the app ready and available to order those items. Or like you said, I think the most we use it for
is the wait times.
Is the wait times for the rides.
And if you're there for the first time, I used to use it for the bathrooms too, like where's the nearest bathroom. Now we kind of know like, oh, there's a bathroom there, there's a bathroom there. But if you don't know, you don't know, and if you gotta go, you gotta go. And this next tip number 3, comes kind of along with having the app. Having a plan. You can plan out your day based on the wait times, based on what rides do you want to do. Like what is your must do for that park and plan around it. Especially with the times of the parades, the shows, the fireworks shows.
Have an idea. Of course, there's going to be the day comes and you might adjust. But have an idea of, like he said, your top 5 things you must get done. And if that's a parade that goes from 1, 3, and 6 p.m., then you can readjust. Like, okay, you know what? Then I'll get my Genie Plus or, I'm sorry, is it called Genie Plus? Yeah. I almost said something else. Now you organize your Genie Plus, or you organize what time you're going for lunch, which Enrique made a good point. schedule your lunch.
I think you should schedule your lunch when other people are not having lunch. So like when people, like usually people eat lunch between 11 and 1, that's the time that you should be going on rides because everybody's eating.
That's true. And all the lunch hours and our lunch like cafeterias or spots, you know, are gonna have the most crowds at that time, so you want to avoid it. And I think that will go into your next thing, right?
And I think also like with having your plan, like let's say you want to ride the Seven Dwarfs, there's a quick service right next to Seven Dwarfs that while you're in line you can be ordering your food, and by the time you get out your food's ready. You can say, hey, I'm here, prepare it. So now you're not wasting that much time. You're literally going from a ride and picking up your food. So that's why it's so much important. It's so important to make a plan so you don't waste time, because you only have a certain amount of hours.
And with a plan, it's also gonna help. Honestly, it'll make your vacation smoother. Because you're gonna be able to just go through the motions of like, okay, great, I already know I'm gonna go here at 1. I can hang out in this area, like you said, you know, find out your rides of where you're going, and then the food next to it, and then use the app to find the restrooms, find everything that as your day is going. But yeah, I think that's the best thing. Have a layout or an outline.
Kind of like an outline.
Of your day.
Definitely. And make sure you plan your rest. This is tip number 4. Plan your rest. It's a marathon, especially if you're road droppers. I highly suggest you road drop. If you don't know what road dropping is that you're there before the park opens, so when it opens, you're going. So this is a marathon, and we really like, when we say plan your rest, it's not necessarily sit down and not do anything. We plan our rest in Magic Kingdom, for example. We get on the People Mover. We get on that ride and we sit for a little bit, you know, reflect, enjoy the view, and just kind of like sit down. Or you can go to the Laugh Factory and just sit down and hear some jokes from Mike Wazowski.
Or a show or a parade. Like if you already know you're waiting for a parade, and that's the thing, like I just said, if there's one at 1, 3, and 6 p.m. and there's something else going on those times, then you already know, okay, at 3 o'clock I'll be at that one, but at 2:30 I'll show up with some food, some drinks, sit down, get your spot, enjoy, eat, and then enjoy the parade. Like
yeah, definitely. Like in Hollywood Studios, there's plenty of places too. There's the Indiana show, Indiana Jones show. There's the Elsa show. There's the Beauty and the Beast show. I mean, you're endless. I mean, all the things that you can do. There's plenty of shows, or there's plenty of rides that are just kind of sit down and relax. That you can plan your rest around. But definitely take time and rest, because it's a long day.
And then
especially with kids.
Oh yeah, and we've already found that. Remind me that spot after in Tomorrowland that it has a DJ.
Oh yeah. There's a cafeteria in Tomorrowland that you can sit, order your food, and it's a quick service. You can order on phone and just sit there and listen to some music. It's not the greatest music, but it's classic.
Yeah, but it's AC. So I would say, like, if you're in Tomorrowland and you want some AC, you just want to put your feet up for a little bit, I would go to that area for Magic Kingdom for a break. I mean, we've done it a couple times just because it gotten so hot.
Yes, and we just sit there and relax, and like you just gotta enjoy. Make sure you have enough energy, so when it's time for the fireworks, you're there to enjoy it, and you're not like exhausted and getting ready to leave, because you're kind of missing out on the magic at that point.
And you definitely don't want to head out early. You want to enjoy the fireworks. You definitely want to schedule that in your plan, your must-dos, just because the fireworks is like, it's gonna be history. Like, it's gonna be part of history. It really is already the happily ever after.
It was so good that like, this is specifically obviously for Magic Kingdom. It was so good that they had it. They took it away for Enchantment and they brought it back. That's how good that firework is.
So you don't want to miss it, and you do need the energy. You need to rest to be able to keep up till late night. I know you get really excited, and the kids do too, but if you get them to take some breaks, or yourself some breaks,
and like hide those breaks in a show, like let's still like, let's watch this show. They're resting, they're sitting down. It's not like sit down here on this bench and rest. No, you kind of gotta hide them.
There's a lot of negotiating with these kids.
So tip number 5 is definitely bring water. Don't pay for water. Like all the quick service places that you can go to in Disney, you can always ask for a cup of water with ice, or 2 cups of ice and just 1 cup of water. Or sometimes cast members are amazing. They see you with your bottle and they're like, you just want me to refill your bottle?
Yes. So they don't always do that, but if they offer it, take it. And that's why you always have to have your refillable water. And ultimately we say try to take one that's like a thermal to keep it cold. But anyways, you could take a shaker bottle, you could take any refillable water bottle, and if you get the opportunity to get some ice water, get some ice water in there.
And definitely, if you don't have it, buy a popcorn bucket. And if you do have it, bring your popcorn bucket, because it's super cheap refills and it's something that you can quick snack, grab it, it's cheap and the kids can munch on. Also, bring your snacks. Cassandra is always amazed the fact that Disney allows you to bring food.
I kid you not, the first time we did that I was like so scared.
Because
I was scared the first time.
I was bringing rice and chicken or beef and potatoes with my protein shakes.
And then I think you let me bring like some oranges or some fruit or something. And I was like, are we allowed to? No, they're gonna make us throw it out. They're gonna make us throw it out.
We're gonna have to go back to the car. I'm like,
no, you guys, that is crazy. But come to find out, I'm not the only one that didn't know that, because a couple people.
I mean, other parks don't allow you, so everybody's like, well, Disney's super expensive. Obviously, they're not gonna allow you.
I mean, if you guys have ever been to Aquatica in San Diego, which is a water park, how many times did we have to get out the park, right?
Six Flags.
And your tío, my tío would buy boxes of pizza to feed all of us.
Eat pizza
in the trunk of the car, and then be like, okay, go and finish the rest of the day. Like, I don't know how many times we had to do that. So, or like, I don't know if my family, I'm pretty sure they did, like sneaked in some snacks. So I was always scared.
Make sure you bring your food, bring your kids' favorite snack, your Lunchable, Pop-Tarts,
sandwiches,
Cheez-Its,
burritos,
whatever. Just because food is expensive. We usually buy 1 plate for the both of us and we split it to review it for the video. And we don't like wasting food either.
And we do it like for a couple of different things, but in between, and then I can only imagine with the baby, in between,
we usually have our snacks.
We have our snacks, or like even some fresh fruit, because it's so hot to me.
And when I'm in prep, I literally bring all my meals to the park. I literally bring rice and chicken and or whatever veggies or whatever I'm eating that day. I literally bring it to the
Yes, he does. So
don't be ashamed. Like, this is no shame game. Like, Disney is expensive, so make sure you check.
I mean, they literally sell bags of Doritos that you can buy at the store before, and so just have a few of those snacks available.
Definitely bring snacks that is gonna help hydrate you. So your fruits and all that. Good. Make sure you bring in some watermelon, stuff like that keeps you hydrated. And this is a bonus tip that we always tell people when they go to Disney: don't forget where you are. You are in the most magical place on earth. And to us, it really is the most magical place on earth. We love being there. And sometimes with the whole taking care of the family, trying to make sure everybody's having fun, looking at your bank account because you're like, oh my God, we're going over budget. You kind of forget where you are.
And with the whole, that's why we say these tips are so important. Because if you're like me, I can stress out from the before even getting there, you know what I mean? So having the app available, having your reservation done so you don't worry about that when you get to the gate, having a plan of an outline of what the day is gonna look like.
Taking all these little stresses away.
Exactly.
It's gonna pile up.
And then you're gonna be able to just, okay, you know what, like, I already put in the work before coming. The moment is here. Do not forget what I did to work to get here. Enjoy. Sit down for a second. And if you have to sit down in front of the castle like Mr. over here and just take it in, then do that. Because if this is really your once in a lifetime, like, come on, you don't want to have it as a memory of stress.
Even if you're a repeat or you're a blogger, like, literally, like, last few times we've been in Disney, we're like, we really try to enjoy it. And we're like, at the end of the day, we'll be like, man, we really have fun. We have fun. And that's the thing, have fun. This is not a stressful place to be at. This is not your job. It's just having fun.
And that's why, like, I think it's so funny because we were like trying to transition and into like, okay, make sure we're also having fun and reviewing and vlogging. But to be honest, like, we have fun and it's so hard to capture sometimes those moments. So trust me when we tell you guys, we really try to show it through the video, but we want to make sure that you guys also like remember that when you're there, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because sometimes I'm like, oh, we gotta record this video, and Casano's like, relax, we got time. I'm like, yeah, let's relax.
Yeah. And then, I mean, we do have fun, and trust me, there's, like I tell you, sometimes I wish there was a camera on us, just because we don't capture every funny or like moment. But
you should see us on the Goofy ride in Magic Kingdom. It's the silliest ride ever, and we have so much.
And that's another thing. Like, I try to record while we're on some rides or activities, and I'm super scared. But then he'll do it, and I'm like, no, never mind, I'm not gonna do it. And I put my camera or my phone away, and then he's doing it the whole time, like, Enrique, don't drop that, please don't drop that. So I'm like all nervous. But anyways.
But anyway, those are all the tips / mistakes you should avoid in the Disney park. Let us know if we miss anything, or if you guys got any questions about your upcoming vacations. We always love hearing about your vacation or answering any questions you guys have.
If you guys have any questions, like any more tips that you want specifically, just comment below so we can help you guys. Like, we really want to show you guys that you can make it the best time ever.
So don't forget to like, subscribe, share that video, and don't forget that Disney is a fun place. So we'll see you guys on the next video.